Yeah, we can
It
go to the next.
confuses me.
Darren,
But
you can't co-sign loving Nazis. There's no way.
again, I'm all for help. Mental illness is real. Some people don't know why they hurt or where they hurt, but it's good to find out why.
Okay.
Most definitely.
Well, because of that, I wanted to play a little game with you guys called Did Kanye or Hitler? Who said it?
Oh God. Okay.
So let's play this game.
How do I win? Are we keeping score?
Yes, we're gonna keep score.
Okay.
It's gonna be you versus Darren.
Okay. I'm gonna keep my score.
All right, let's go. Question 1.
So, half of them were said by Kanye West, and half of them were said by Hitler. Yes, who said? Easy in the game. Okay. Here's the first one. When a man is starving in the streets, he's not thinking of bread and water, but of caviar and champagne.
We'll go Hitler.
I'm gonna go yay.
Hitler.
Yeah.
1 point for Darren.
That sounds stupid. That sounds like some stupid shit.
All right.
I won't. Go ahead, my fault.
I stand here as a revolutionary. It is as a revolutionary against the revolution.
Kanye.
We're gonna go
100%.
Kanye. Okay, let's see.
LA, what are you gonna do?
I went Kanye as well. Oh, you're both wrong.
Okay. I can see that.
I might have to go back to war. I just might have to.
I'm gonna say Hitler, bro.
I'm gonna go Kanye.
I think it's Hitler because he actually went to war.
It's Kanye.
All right, we're tied up there.
All right.
Nothing in life is promised except death.
Nothing in life is promised except death.
I'm gonna go Hitler.
I'm gonna go Hitler, I guess.
Okay, so you both go Hitler. Kanye.
What?
That's a tough one. I can see anybody saying that. Like,
Okay.
That's fine.
It's really weird. I realize that my place and position in history is that I will go down as the voice of this generation, of this decade, that I will be the loudest voice.
Hitler.
I'm gonna go with yay.
The voice of this generation.
That's what he
Yeah.
said. The score is LA 2, Darren 1.
Darren, you only got one?
Bro, I'm not good at this shit.
Who says I am not under the special protection of God?
Hitler.
Wait, what'd he say?
I'm not under the special protection of God.
Who said I'm not under the special protection of God?
Hitler, yeah, let's go with Hitler.
Then what'd you say?
I'm gonna go Kanye. I'm gonna be the opposite. I knew it.
There's one more. I could design something for Obama to go to the club in.
Kanye.
Easy, baby.
It
No
was Hitler.
way! Oh, they're playing. Was it real?
Keep playing the video. That can't be real.
Not any. It was Harden. Like I was pushing her
That's
No,
crazy.
let them finish. It was probably a good video. Like, let them finish.
over the phone, and she's like, I don't know.
Not very good with history.
Nobody tries to find out what Hitler said. Quotes of Hitler.
We did it in high
For the
school.
record, LA won 4-2.
Yeah. Should really be even or close to it.
All
That
right.
was fun.
No, I feel like they should do that with more people. Do it with Gucci Mane and somebody else. I think
Wow.
real.
All right. So next video is called It's Not Just the Music Business. Denzel Washington explains in detail how the movie business treated him when he first started out.
Yeah, let's see what this is.
The amount of training we had, Sidney Poitier, I was very fortunate. In fact, he came no, I talked to him before that, but I think it was when he came to Soldier's Play. And he said, "You're good."
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and
Wow.
I got a part in a movie in 1986. I called it The Nigga They Couldn't Kill.
Oh.
Yeah, he was supposed to be. He raped a white woman, and they tried to electrocute him, but it didn't work. And he became sort of
What was your
a cult
team?
hero. No, not that one. That was the other awful one. But
Yeah.
and then they tried to hang him, and they tried to do all this stuff. And I had a lot of training day in me. And there were some Jewish people in the audition. I said, yeah. They said, no, it's funny. It's like they hang them and then they can't. I said, yeah, like you bring some Jewish people into a room and they think it's a shower, but it's gas.
Oh.
And they said, right. I said, right, that ain't funny. So to me, it wasn't funny about putting a rope around my MFN neck either. I made a point. The guy was like, who the hell is this little naked talking like this? So anyway, make a long story long. I called Sidney and I was sick because he told me to call him. I said, man, they offered me $600,000 to play the nigga they couldn't kill. And he said, I'm not going to tell you what to do. He said, I'm not going to tell you that, Denzel. He says, but I can tell you this. The first 2 or 3 or 4 films you do in this business will dictate how you're perceived in this business. Mm-hmm. So you make a decision. He didn't tell me what to do, and I give him credit for that. And I turned it down. And 6 months later, I got Cry Freedom. I got an Oscar nomination. So it could have gone an entirely, you never know. Mm-hmm. It could have gone, my whole career could have gone an entirely different way. Well, in a different way.
Okay,
Yeah.
Miss Davis?
And all the Jewish people now, just making a point. But I was dead serious about that because they were laughing. Like, oh no, it's funny. They electrocute him and then I could just see the poster with me with a rope around my neck. I just had dreams about it like,
Question.
that wacky guy they tried to kill.
She has a question. What is her question? Actually,
We don't know.
what her question is.
We don't know what her question was. I did want y'all to see that though because I think it was just I've heard that before about Hollywood. Like it's very important which roles you take, and if you take the wrong role, it really can like mess up your whole career, and that's really interesting to me. And I don't feel like it's sabotage or anything, like they're sabotaging them to take the wrong role. I think it's more of you just gotta read it and be like, yeah, this is for me or nah, hell nah. So when you do see somebody that's like really hot in Hollywood, I think it's very interesting to see the roles that they are taking because of how they want to be perceived, I guess.
What if some people just do it for the money? Like Kevin Hart's in hilarious movies, but I don't think that's how he is all the time.
I mean, but I would assume that Kevin Hart's probably passed on movies as well. And if he hasn't passed on it, he probably changed something in the script because he had a creative control in a sense.
That's fair.
At this point, because of how much of a star he is.
There's a new movie coming out. It's a new slave-oriented film with
Shit. Will Smith.
Will Smith. Yeah, I want to see how that comes out.
Hold on.
Will Smith,
Time out.
very powerful black actor in my opinion.
But here's the thing, Ella.
What?
Do you think they made him do a slave movie on purpose?
What do you mean on purpose?
I'm saying
Yeah,
maybe he's
I
trying to
think
get in
they
the
make
good
him do it
graces
on
of people's hearts again.
I like
Yeah,
it.
And
you
they,
think
and
that's
they
why he
immediately
did that
gave
movie?
him a slave movie.
You think he wasn't filming that movie before he slapped the shit out that man's mouth?
I'm sure he took the role before.
Hey, come on, man.
Are we sure about that?
You know,
I'm
movies,
The
positive.
first thing we
filming
see
takes at
from
least
Will
2
Smith
years.
movie
doesn't
wise
it?
is a slave movie.
I'm sure this nigga was like, look, I'm coming off of a Grammy right now, or not a Grammy, what's it called, an Oscar, because of playing Venus and playing King Richard.
You know how
Probably
many
like, yeah,
times I done cried in this man's movies? I'm ready.
like this dude look like a good
This is a
fucking
PR
movie. I
stunt.
can't even lie. That dude look
Get
good.
out of here, man. He was
I mean,
in Men
don't-
in Black 5. Like, that's a PR stunt.
No, he wasn't. Or no, he wouldn't. Nah, the international joint. Nah, he was.
I
I
don't
was
know.
waiting for that cameo.
I don't know what it is. But I'm excited to see that film.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good one.
Maybe it was supposed to be Chadwick, but unfortunately they had to cast Will Smith. That would have been good. That would have been powerful. Chadwick's was rest in peace. I thought he
Actually,
was
I
on
wanna
a
see that.
good trajectory.
Nah, hold on, LA. Time out. Slow down. You want to tell me you want to see Jackie Robinson, James Brown, the Black
No.
Panther, and
Or good
James,
Marshall.
like, you know what I'm saying?
He played
I'm
a lot.
saying
Did a great job.
to bring fantastic energy and respect to a great role that I think will
Great
be
job.
kept in the young hearts of African Americans. Yes, I think he would have done a phenomenal job.
I didn't like seeing Jamie Foxx in chains. I don't want to see Chadwick Boseman in chains.
To each their own, I get it.
I think that. Well, look, I think that's once again. I don't. Slavery movies are just getting like out of touch with people. Like we've seen a lot of them at this point.
They're just Oscar bait at this point.
Yeah, but this one's is also based on a true story. That's why I could see Chadwick Boseman probably taking that role because he took a lot of like historical roles. Thurgood Marshall, James Brown, Jackie Robinson. Like he took historic roles. So I could absolutely see him taking this role if he would have did it. I think he would have did a great job. One of my favorite actors right now is Jonathan Majors. Gotta say that. That dude's killing the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman is coming back as Wolverine. Side note, we can continue.
Ooh. Okay, just when? Wait, what movie are we talking about?
Side note, since y'all like to ruin shit for me, it's my turn to
I
ruin
think
shit
X
for y'all.
Men is like 2024 or something like that. It might not
Nah,
have been
It's
like
the
dated.
guy in the red tights.
Oh, Deadpool. We
That's
already
what-
knew that already though.
You'll see.
No, they already announced it.
That's what I was telling Darren.
Damn, you didn't know that?
I'm still a little bit stuck right now. I don't know exactly what
He's talking
was
about
said.
Deadpool 3.
I'm ruining shit for Darren.
Yeah, I can't wait for Deadpool 3. That's gonna be a good movie.
It'll be
You
MCU.
can't really ruin that movie for me.
You'll see. You love universes. You'll have a good time.
Nah,
Oh,
hell no.
Oh,
No,
is that
no.
what you think it is?
I tried to
Absolutely
explain.
not.
LA, time out. Hold on.
Universes?
LA, is that what you think it is?
What do
That
I
is
think?
bullshit.
What is?
Darren, do you want me to tell you what he thinks it is?
Go ahead.
Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe?
I don't know what it is, but I'm excited
Darren,
to
if
see.
they have him kill everybody in
Hey.
Marvel, then go kill Kevin Feige at the end of the movie, I'll lose my mind.
I did. Did y'all see the end of She-Hulk?
I refuse to watch She-Hulk. She was twerking with Megan Thee Stallion.
All right. Can we ruin it for Rob because he ain't gonna watch it?
Is it Daredevil being in it?
Nah, LA. See, that's why LA laughing because that final episode is fucking funny.
Go ahead, tell him.
Not the twerking. The final
That's
episode
some
where she
bullshit.
actually, she be like, "Yeah, I want to see Kevin." They like, "What?" Like nobody sees Kevin. She's like, "I want to see Kevin. We're not doing the same old same. We're about to do something different." And she goes in there and see Kevin, and that man is what would you call that? LA?
AI.
Yeah, AI, I guess.
He got the formula. He said, "This is what we do. It works, baby. We got to do it every time."
She's like, nah.
So they
He's like,
build
well,
them-
first
they build
off,
themselves?
the funniest part of it he was like, well, can you change from the She-Hulk to your normal form because it costs like a lot more money to have you in that form. I lost it. I was like, oh, they just
You gotta
broke the
watch
fourth wall.
She-Hulk, bro.
They
She-Hulk was
just broke
good.
the fourth wall completely, didn't they? Just shattered that shit. Oh man.
Real good. I was real happy with that one.
Did
I
you watch
watched it
Oh
Miss
with Barrett.
Marvel?
that was great. That last episode had me weak. That was probably one of the best things I've seen. Out of
I didn't finish. I didn't start Miss Marvel. No,
I didn't like that show either.
I didn't start it. I didn't start Miss Marvel. I got to finish Moon Knight. I'm getting off topic, but there's a lot of things I got.
There's one more thing I wanted to
we
ask
got
you about while
really
we're on
off
that topic. There's this show called I forget what it's called now. It's like Werewolf by Night.
Oh, I want to see that. Yeah,
It's like an hour, just an hour.
I've got it on my to watch list. Yeah.
I haven't checked this out yet. I didn't, so I want to see if you had.
on a dark summer night, a secret
It
camp.
came out like Thanksgiving, Halloweenish, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I want to see it.
horror,
should look good,
fantasy.
yeah.
So, also in the
It's like dark. It's supposed to be very dark.
Is it
so
a show or is it a?
it's like
movie?
I think it's a 1 hour special.
like a short film, I guess you can say.
Gotcha.
Like a whole comic inside of a or blast. But let's get back on your topic.
Phone call from General Eisenhower during the Cuban Missile Crisis.
What is the Cuban
4-minute
Missile?
conversation.
Oh, let's Google it.
So the Cuban Missile Crisis was, or you just gonna look it up.
Yeah, go ahead, Darren.
So pretty much there was like 12 days, I believe, 12, 13 days where it was pretty much we was
25 days.
on go because it looked like Cuba was about to launch their shit at us. So it was like JFK pretty much didn't even leave the White House. He was there. He had to make a call to either you're either about to invade them and like stop this shit or stand down. It's like we'll peace talk because it was either if those missiles go off, it's war. It's like it's not even a question. It is all out war from like that was going to break out, and it was like what was the it was like a stealth front pretty much, and it was pretty much wait who's going to make the first move type shit. And I don't remember exactly how it finally got calmed down, but it got resolved. And yeah,
Do you guys want to hear this phone call?
I'm down.
Hello?
Yes, please.
Oh, the general on the
I'll
end.
put it on. Yes, sir. Ready?
Hello? General, how are you? Oh, fine. General, I just wanted to bring you up to date on this matter because I know of your concern about it. We got, Friday night, got a message from Khrushchev, which said that he would withdraw these missiles and technicians and so on, providing we did not plan to invade Cuba. We then got a message, that public one, the next morning, in which he said he would do that if we withdrew our missiles from Turkey. We then, as you know, issued a statement that we couldn't get into that deal. So we then got this message this morning. So we now have to wait to see how it unfolds, and there's a good deal of complexities to it. If the withdrawal of these missiles, technicians, and the cessation of subversive activity by them, well, we just have to set up satisfactory procedures to determine whether these actions will be carried out. So I would think that if we can do that, we'll be find our interests advanced, even though it may be only one more chapter in a rather long story as far as Cuba is concerned.
Of course, but Mr. President, did he put any conditions in whatsoever?
No, except that we're not going to invade Cuba.
Yes.
That's the only one we've got now. But we don't plan to invade Cuba under these conditions anyway.
No.
So if we can get them out, we're better off by far.
That's correct. I quite agree. I just wondered whether he was trying to, knowing we would keep our word, whether he would try to engage us in any kind of statements or commitments that would finally one day could be very embarrassing. For instance, suppose they start to bombard Guantanamo.
Right.
What I'm getting at, I quite agree this is a very, I think, conciliatory move.
Right.
Fine, that he doesn't say that.
Oh, well, I agree.
He's a great man.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I think what we've got to do is that's why I don't think the Cuban story can be over yet. I think we will retain sufficient freedom to protect our interests if they engage in subversion, if they attempt to do any aggressive acts and so on, then all bets are off. In addition, my guess is that by the end of next month, we're going to be toe-to-toe in Berlin anyway. So that I think this is important for the time being because it requires quite a step down for Khrushchev. On the other hand, I think that as we all know, they just probe and their word's unreliable, so we just have to stay busy on it.
As I've learned before, these people do not equate, and I think it's been a mistake to equate Berlin with Cuba or anything else.
Right.
They take any spot in the world, they don't care where it is.
That's right.
And it's just the question is, are you in such a place you either can or won't resist?
That's right.
For
Yeah.
example, we got into Tibet. Nothing to do in Tibet.
Yeah.
Up in that mountainous country, and we couldn't even reach it.
Right.
And so, what we could do then is subvert themselves. That's all.
Right. Right.
Now, so they get you and they probe when you can't do anything. Then if they have another place where they think that you just won't for some reason or other,
Yeah.
why then they go ahead.
That's right.
I think you're doing exactly right.
Right.
Go ahead, but just let them know that you won't be the aggressor. But if the other, then you've always got the right to
That's right.
determine whether the other guy's the aggressor.
Well, we'll stay right at it, and I'll keep in touch with you, General.
Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Okay. Thank you.
But are you through waiting?
What do you guys think of that?
Rob, what did you think of it? We're gonna start with you.
I was just reading some of these comments, man. I think the biggest thing is that this conversation stopped World War III at the end of the day.
Yeah. Shit was definitely about to pop off. I got a story
Do we know what
about
year
this.
this was?
63, 62. It was like right before he was like shot. That was the messed up thing
62.
about it. Yeah. LA, what do you guys say? You on mute. You on mute. We can't hear a word you're saying.
I didn't know I was on mute. This whole thing was crazy. Like back in the 60s, they're about to just blow up the whole fucking world over nothing. But what I do remember is that when this whole thing happened, this is when Che Guevara was alive, right? And he was being supported by the Russians, I think it was, to do this. Like it's crazy
You're
to
talking
me.
about what is his name? What did you just say? What was his name?
Che Guevara, right? He was the guerrilla warfare guy for Cuba during their
Castro.
no, Castro was the 90s, right?
Nah. I'm almost positive this is all linking up together.
Castro? Let me see. Maybe. Yeah, Castro was there. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah,
He was on the other side, though, right?
You might want to look into that.
I think Fidel was on our side somehow, but I don't know. Anyway, like that whole thing is wild. Like 60 years ago, the world would have ended.
Legitimately. And they're having a conversation pretty much like, yeah, we're not taking our missiles out of there. And you need to be prepared because now they know we're not taking missiles out of there pretty much.
No.
Like that was a real conversation. That is nuts. I couldn't imagine being in a situation. There's a movie or special about this moment. And there was people that was like, that room got really heated, essentially. And there was people that were trying to push him into war. And there was people who like, nah, that was on his side. Like, no, like figure out how to de-escalate this. Then there was people that was just like, yeah, we're ready to do this type shit. Like, go to war, da da da.
Fidel Castro was definitely with the Russians.
Yep.
Huh.
That's my story. I worked my old head a couple years ago at this point. I worked up at OSU. My old head worked up there, and he was in the military at this time. And he told me he got the call to just go to, and he's like, when you get that call, it's you don't talk to nobody. You pretty much say you kiss your family goodbye, and you let them know like this might be the last. Like you hug them, and he was off. And his exact words was, in that room, nobody talked for hours, days. Like it was just quiet, but it was a group, like a whole bunch of men ready because they were about to, just in case they had to invade. He was like, but nobody talked for pretty much days in my bitch. Like it was quiet as fuck. Like I just couldn't imagine. Being in those those soldiers' boots at that moment, because it's legitimately they know what's about to pop off if they have to do it.
I don't know, man. That's so crazy to me.
Thank God we had a level-headed quarterback. I was about to say quarterback. Oh, I lost my mind. Yeah, we definitely tell we do the podcast right after Sunday. Thank God we had a level-headed president at that time.
And this was during a election year too, wasn't it? So like they could have totally been all, oh, we're gonna go to war, we're gonna da 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 da.
That's the thing. People were trying to get him to go to war because they were like, yo, you gotta think about your re-election. I really wish I could find that movie now and think about it, because that was a really good thing we watched in school back in the day. We can't watch this whole 16 thing. We can't watch this.
No, we're not watching 60 minutes. We'll watch like the first two because you get everything in the first two.
All right,
let's do it.
So the next one's called Pastor Fails Miserably when interviewed by court about how he spends the ministry funds.
This residential center.
Oh God, he done messed up.
Oh, this is a place that the ministry owns. Well, not own. We're in the process of buying that. Yeah, we don't own it yet.
So are you renting to buy, or are you?
Yeah, we're leasing to buy.
Holy
you
shit!
Have that as an asset of $2,844,500. So do you own it?
I just answered that, didn't I? I said we didn't own it.
Okay,
We're
but
leasing
where
to buy
does
it.
the? I'm sorry.
We're leasing to buy it. Did you? I thought we just said that.
All right, but
Yeah.
you have listed it as an asset worth $2,844,000.
Oh, that should be more of a liability.
All right, so where does the number $2,844,000 come from on your
That's the
asset and liability?
That's, I guess, the appraisal value of the home or the residential center. Yeah.
Is it a home?
No, it's a residential center. We use it.
All right, so you're saying it's not something you own, but you have it listed as an asset of $2.8 million.
That's probably a mistake. Like I say, it probably should be a liability.
Okay, and what goes on at the residential center?
It is really it's a gathering place for our ministry where I bring in different leaders and also the staff that we have as a place of maybe resort and teaching and training.
Resort?
Yeah, teaching. A resort where we teach and train.
On November 29th, 2013, JMMI.
Ellie, you're on mute.
Yeah, you on mute, like. I don't know if he's just getting it all out.
I need to hear this part. This is crazy.
I paid over $6,000 to Louis Vuitton,
Hmm? Yes.
what would that be for?
Well, this is for clothes concerning my TV ministry as well.
Or you have to wear Louis Vuitton?
Oh, it don't matter what name it is. The point is clothing are allocated to us for ministry purposes as well.
What do you mean they're allocated to you?
You know, in a media ministry,
In a what?
yeah, okay, or on the road, when I'm always traveling and using my clothes, I'm sweating through them. So I'm needing new clothes also for television ministry for the year. So
So you use ministry money to buy your wardrobe.
outfit.
Your
It's allocated more towards ministry apparel.
Does that go into what your income is?
I'm sorry.
Do you show that in your income that you got Louis Vuitton
No.
clothing?
No, that's not. That
That doesn't show.
because it don't go there.
It don't go there.
Mm-mm,
I don't know what
no.
that means.
It don't belong there. That's out of place.
What's out of place?
You don't get taxed on things like that. That's for ministry business purpose. So it's not,
Louis Vuitton.
well, it's, you can call whatever you want.
So June 2014, you spent $3,500 by JMMI to Versace.
I'm done.
Yeah, stop.
Yes.
I'm sure that
Done. Yo,
Just say you locked me up, bro.
he the best dressed pastor I ever seen. I gotta watch the rest of this.
Yeah, I gotta watch the rest of this at some point too. He done lost his damn mind.
What church he go to? I need to go to that church. They need the IT guy.
Innocent until proven Gucci. This nigga done lost his mind. This nigga done lost his mind, bro. I just don't understand it. Why, bro? Just why? Why, bro?
Darren, he has to have clothes to wear.
Man,
Yo, I gotta
fuck
watch
that.
it.
Somebody's grandma gave her senior citizen check. That's fucked up.
People believe you gotta give 10% to the church every week of whatever you
Fuck
make.
all that shit. Fuck all
If
that
you got
shit.
$1,000, you gotta give 100 to the Lord.
Do that shit somewhere else than America. America's too much of a business.
He about to eat it up.
That is wild. That is just wild.
Go to the second comment. Because I feel like the second comment's the most true comment on this whole list, Rob.
Probably is reason.
He had to go poop.
I guess so.
I can hear you now. Oh.
Can they hear you now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was
Can you
sneezing.
go
I
to
didn't
the
want to hear him sneezing.
Can you go
Okay.
to the second comment? With all
With
that
all the
money,
money this man had, he should have gotten a lawyer.
damn, that's the most.
That makes the most sense.
Basic shit.
You got
Then
all
they
this
would've
money to buy Gucci and Louis Vuitton, and you can't get a goddamn lawyer? Come on,
They would have
man.
been like, "How you paying for your lawyer?" That's what they would have said.
God paying for this lawyer.
This is God's protection.
I'm done with this clown.
All right,
what's going on?
let's leave this alone.
That's wild.
So a TikTok star hit a golf ball into the Grand Canyon. Here's how much that stunt cost her.
I said what, 7K?
I'm going at least 30
All right, how much did it cost her?
biscuits. Where's it at? $5,000, 6 months in prison.
That's what they're trying to give her.
The 3 charges were for tossing items into the Grand Canyon, littering, and creating hazardous conditions with disorderly conduct. They added it up. Rack up the charges, baby girl.
Don't fuck with a national monument. That's just beautiful as fuck.
He hit a golf ball into it though.
Yeah, don't do it. And if you do it, don't film yourself doing it, dummy.
Right? Don't do dumb. You can't be dumb and stupid.
All right, this video is called "How to Spot a Communist."
Do we? I feel like we done had our fill with this. Do we got to do this?
Let's do it. Come on.
All right.
Let's do it.
Therefore, propaganda is vastly more important in democratic societies. In recognizing a communist, physical appearance counts for nothing. If he openly declares himself to be a communist, we take his word for it. If a person consistently reads and advocates the views expressed in a communist publication, he may be a communist. If a person supports organizations which reflect communist teachings, or organizations labeled communist by the Department of Justice, she may be a communist. If a person defends the activities of communist nations while consistently attacking the domestic and foreign policy of the United States, she may be a communist. If a person does all these things over a period of time, he must be a communist. But there are other communists who don't show their real faces, who work more silently.
By the early 19...
What the fuck did I just watch, y'all? What the fuck? Am I muted? Please tell me I'm not
early
muted. What did I just watch? Rob, what? Rob, Rob, you put the Rob. What?
So what do you guys think?
It's propaganda. Everything is propaganda. This is from a time where propaganda was portrayed. Come on, man. Like we've grown past this shit. Like, come on now. Go ahead.
I thought it was funny. Did you guys think it was funny as I did?
I mean, this is just crazy.
Don't you think? Don't you know how to spot a communist now?
No.
Yeah. What else you got?
Thank you. What else you got?
Inside Apple's $5 billion headquarters.
This isn't short, is it?
No, we're just gonna watch a couple minutes of it, like a minute.
Acted from the building's design. Another way the Ring encourages employee interaction is with one big restaurant instead of several small ones located throughout the building. That means employees have to walk further to reach the cafe and increases the likelihood of interactions while eating, since everyone is forced into the same 58,000 square foot eating area. The restaurant itself is called Cafe Max and features 4-story glass sliding doors, the largest in the world, that open to the courtyard on nice days. And to prove just how much Apple cares about every detail, they actually patented their own pizza box that prevents the crust from getting soggy. But there's more to the Ring than meets.
Wow. Go Apple.
Yeah, Apple's doing their thing, I guess. This has been getting built for a couple years now, hasn't it? I thought we heard about this a while ago.
I thought that was already built.
We can skip this. You do not have to play this.
Them little kids was killing it.
Look, this is something. Look, man. If we play it, I'm gonna describe it so well for the audio audience. A group of kids in a suburban. This gotta be suburban. I don't know where this is, but group of white kids don't seem to be like. Yeah, group of white kids. They're having a gritty off. There's no other way. Am I right?
Yeah, when we play it for.
And then yeah, go ahead. So after they finish, there's a group of girls. I'll say the guy on the far, the kid on the far, that's farthest away from the camera.
Far right?
In white?
No, you gotta play running back.
Yeah, I had the white shirt woman. Oh, that's gray. I thought he was wearing a white shirt.
Yeah, gray shirt. Yeah, gray.
Even though his forces are busted, I give it to him. It's probably harder to gritty in forces.
With no ankle support, yup.
Yeah.
What's so funny to me is that it's like, 6-7 girls judging, and there's like a gang of guys that's lined up that's all about to do this gritty.
What confuses me is what weather is this? Because they dress all kinds of ways. Hold on, go back. This might be the parents in me. Everybody got shorts, long sleeves, hoodies, thermals. Keep going. Let me see what the girls.
Nobody with no hoodie on.
What's that?
Okay, never mind.
They wearing Nike Pro thermals. They got hoodies on. Their hair is good, so it's not snowing. I don't know what's happening. This had to have been in
A
September.
gritty off is crazy, dog.
So my question was, I think my question to LA was, did you ever like find your kids like doing like something that is a modern day contest or modern day? I don't know how to even like whatever they do modern day.
It's been wild. I've seen them do a lot of wild things. Let's just put that out.
That kids don't do that art when we were kids they didn't do. We did.
For example, they walk around with their shirt off all day. I don't understand it. Rain, sun, sleet, hail, shirt off all day. Don't understand it.
I don't get that one.
But I mean, it's cool. Do what they got to do. I give them their props. They did good.
Yeah.
Especially for just starting to watch football and finding out what it is.
Wait. What was the dad? Wait, scroll up. The dad. Wait, scroll back down. There's Jimmy Fallon. Go back to Jimmy Fallon. This dad just standing there.
Right? What was their parents?
Yeah, go back up. Was there a dad in this video?
Oh, you want to
Probably
see the
not.
dad? Yeah, there was a dad in there.
It was. He's like, what the hell?
He told him to go start.
He probably tried to do this shit first. He probably set the whole thing up. He probably was like, hey, son, do it with me.
They all listen to NBA Youngboy, right?
It was probably his daughter on the other side, like, now don't touch nobody.
Oh, man.
That's
That was
fun.
some funny shit.
Good for them, man. Good for them. At least it's some fun, safe, something nice to
That's
see.
what I'm
for.
saying. This is what I'm saying. The dude in the blue hoodie won.
Oh, maybe
See
I
who
just don't
swung
got
his
the
arm?
right angle.
That shit was crazy.
I gotta see. Maybe I got the wrong angle.
Watch this. Watch the blue hoodie. Watch the blue hoodie. Look at that. Ah!
I can't see it. The angle's too bad. I can't see
I
it.
don't know, bro. I don't know.
Look
I
at
feel like I'm
this.
too old to judge this.
Look at this. Right
I
hand.
feel like when he put the eyes up, it was over for me. Look, go back to the gray.
Yeah.
Go back to the gray. Why?
Gray with me.
He hit it. He hit it so dirty. Come on, man. Gosh. It's just a bad angle for blue. If I got a better angle, like in the middle, I give you a better opinion. But
Dude in the gray, he was smart. While he was doing it, when he did the fingers to the eyes, I don't know what this shit called. Whenever he did the goggles, did it to the girls, and then he looked away. Well, he made sure he got their attention. The kid, the other one just looking down at the ground. You gotta make sure you get the judge's attention. I feel like
you gotta get the
like
judge's
that.
attention.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mr. Captain Marcus or whatever your name is. We're not going to accept your promotion, dog. This nigga's trying to sell his bots and shit.
Yeah, we're not doing that. Let's just.
If it's not,
This is gonna be our last topic after. Yeah, we could do this, and then the one thing.
I'm going to show you how to defend yourself. As you can see, I'm about to die. But in this instance, you must beg. Sir, please. Please, sir. If I lie, I have 10 children. They love me and I love them. If it's not falling for that, offer money. Offer money. Sir, please. If I lie, sir, please, I'll give you money. If you have no money, you are more likely going to die. So just pray. Please, sir. Please, sir. The gun has jammed. So the prayer has been answered. The gun is jamming. So what you do is discipline him African style. Are you in my heart? Are you? Guys, I'm going to show you how to defend yourself.
I saw this shit. I was like, Ellie gonna lose his mind when he sees this shit. Sure enough, Ellie over there losing his mind.
He said, tell them a lie. I have 10 kids and I love them all.
He said, offer him money. Where I lost it was like the gun shit. Oh, whoop him African style.
He said, oh, the gun has jammed. The answer has been prayed.
That's when I lost it. Oh
Yo,
man.
that shit's hilarious, man.
Oh man.
We gotta do LeBron real quick.
I don't know if this is a quick topic. Oh, we could probably make it quick.
All right. So if you guys don't know, Jerry Jones got found in a photo from what was it, the 60s during the segregation. He got found in a where the segregation was being protested outside. Did you guys see that photo?
Yeah, it's when he was 14 years old.
Yeah. So you know what we're talking about, LA, back when segregation was a thing and they were allowing black kids in the schools, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
so
like
he was
Arkansas.
got caught in that photo, and it was been spread around the internet. And LeBron asked the media, "How come you guys didn't ask me about Jerry Jones?"
I got one question for you guys before you guys leave. I was thinking when I was on my way over here, I was wondering why I haven't gotten a question from you guys about the Jerry Jones phone. When the Kyrie thing was going on, you guys were quick to ask us questions about that.
Okay.
Hold on. I want you guys to say nothing. When I watched Kyrie talk, and he says, "I know who I am, but I want to keep the same energy. We're talking about my people and the things that we've been through." And that Jerry Jones photo, one of those moments that our people, black people, have been through in America. And I feel like as a black man, as a black athlete, as someone with power and a platform, when we do something wrong or something that people don't agree with, it's on every single tabloid, every single news coverage. It's on the bottom ticker. It's action about every single day. But it seems like to me that the whole Jerry Jones situation photo, and I know it was years and years ago and we all make mistakes. I get it. It seemed like it's just been buried under like, oh, it happened. Okay, we just move on. And I was just kind of disappointed that I haven't received that question from you guys. Appreciate it.
Hey, drops the fucking mic.
So
King James, baby.
my first thought when I was listening to this, I think I paused it too. I was like, why would he say this? He's a known Cowboy fan. Known Cowboy fan the whole time. Everybody knows it. So I thought it was a very interesting conversation. What y'all think?
I mean, I'm not really up to date on the situation. I just Googled it while we were listening. And I mean, he states he was just a curious kid trying to see what the videos were about and wanted to know what was happening. I know there's many times where there's recordings and, you know, fights or gatherings of people, and we're always, oh, what's going on? You know, rubbernecking or whatever. So I don't know the situation.
Let me get
Unfortunate.
Rob's initial view, and then I'm going to take it a different way real quick.
I
But
love that he asked that
LeBron
question.
James should definitely had every right to ask that question. I'm done. Go ahead, Rob.
Right. I think he had. I think if anybody to ask that question, it is him. I thought it was great that he asked the question, and I'm glad he didn't wait for an answer, because that is a very interesting thing. Because they were on him immediately about Kyrie. So I think it's great that he asked that question back to the media and put it out in the ethos.
I think it was well put that what he said, but I think it wasn't so much more directed to Jerry Jones. I think it was much more a thing about media, right? Like ultimately, that whole thing that he said was towards the media. It wasn't towards Jerry Jones. It was towards the people who was asking him the questions about Kyrie.
That's very true.
And I think that's what is most important and should never get lost. So I think our thumbnail is going to be, I think it's Jerry Jones, right? And LeBron, right, Rob?
Yep.
Yeah. I think it should be more about the media. The people on the opposite side of those cameras, the people who are asking those questions, why they didn't ask that type of question to LeBron. You got to remember, this man gets a lot of questions. Even before Kyrie, he was getting the questions about the Middle East and shit. Like, he was getting a lot of just crazy, like a lot of questions. Black Lives Matter and everything like that. Now it's good to see it reversed. But on that note, we can wrap that
But
up. Unless y'all got more to say.
I got one thing. Can you hit one of the? I just think y'all really got to see one of. Do
one?
the Rick and Morty ones. Yeah, do that one. Yeah, that one's fun. This is created by, I don't know his name, but shout outs to Design by Feo. He's a crazy good guy.
Boring. Lame. Fucking bullshit. Jeez. I'll do it myself. Spoiler alert. He's your father. What?
I was about to say that.
Here you go. Since you better. Oops. Time to get the hell out of here. You've been walking to that fucking mountain for 3 movies. I'm not waiting for you to get there. Give it again now. It was fun. Let's do it again.
That's hilarious.
I think it's just dope, like to see different impersonations of one of my favorite shows. You go ahead and play this one too.
Shout out to him. He created some dope shit. This is fire.
I'm waiting for him to
Did he
drop
call
the movie.
Kong? Did that other Godzilla call Kong? And Kong
No.
just showed up over his shoulder?
They were fighting Mecha Godzilla, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kong
That shit-
and regular Godzilla, the two kaijus.
What the hell? Someone was in my garage. I feel that something is wrong here. What the fuck? Even the pixel lamp is here. I'm not a fan of all the Easter eggs and references, but there are really a lot of them. We should check the lab. I bet there's a lot of crap in there, too. So, I see Chappie in place. Aliens exit place. Just so you know, Joan Connor is dead. Bloodsucker from Stalker. Ugly motherfucker. My collection of masks and helmets. These are the costumes I collected from different universes. They'll come in handy someday. What the hell is that? Hey, you! You little bastard! That's who's bringing all the shit into my garage! What the fuck are you looking at?
Were you able to see all the Easter eggs?
I saw a lot of them. But yeah. I
What was your favorite one? We might as well just knock them all out. Go ahead.
My favorite was the Joker.
Handy someday.
I rocked with the Pokeballs and the helmets with all the, like, they had the Mandalorian hats and shit.
Yeah, I saw that shit. Yeah.
He
that
even
was
had
fire.
an Eternal in there, bro. Like, this dude had everything.
I think
Terminator was right before it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was fire.
He got a Bender hat.
Yeah, that shit. I caught that like as he was like slowly fading. I was like, "What the fuck did I just see?"
Yeah, he got Bender. He got an Eternal. He got everything in there.
I think he got a original Iron Man. So I don't know what this.
This was my favorite.
What is this?
Second thing from X-Men.
Oh.
Oh, the yeah, the Cyborg. That's what it's saying.
I forget what it's called. The thing that kills X-Men.
Oh, I see what you're saying. The I forget what it's called.
Bro, he is incredible with Unreal Engine.
He even had the Captain America shield in there. He had the Super Mario like punch things.
Mm-hmm.
It was dope. They had a lot
That
of
shit was-
good shit there.
That shit was fire. Why are you pulling up Pickle Rick?
Because it was this video of this kid at McDonald's doing pickle Rick.
We gotta finish the podcast soon, man. We over an hour.
Watch this real quick.
Oh, I want sexual songs. Where's my sexual songs? I can't go red. What beloved dog dog? I can't go red. 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 I can't go red. Red. Red.
What the heck? What? Did you?
And on that note,
Nah, hold on. We ending. You know what? End.
no, we can do
That's
it.
just straight. No, we can end it. We can end it right there.
All right. So thank you all again for watching another episode of the Purple Pill Podcast. This was episode 93 of the Purple Pill
94.
Podcast.
Episode
right.
94.
Episode 94 of the Purple Pill Podcast. And we're coming up on our 2-year anniversary. So that should be coming in a couple weeks, about 3 weeks or so. So we can't wait till then. And thank you for watching. Fuck Georgia. Peace out. Bye.